You know, have you ever been in a choir?
Yeah.
You know how like when you're in the choir, before you go sing a song, y'all warm up?
Yeah.
I think as podcasters, and this is not us thing, like as podcasters, I think you got to warm up before you press record, man.
What you got? I've been talking all day, man.
Nah, that's a different kind of talking though. You got to, because you be talking all day, but you be moving and shaking at work, at play, whatever you're doing, and then you sit down to podcast, and sometimes you gotta warm up, bro. It's just like hooping. You can be hooping all day, but when you get ready for the main event, you still got to do your warm up drill.
I mean, I was the king and not warming up, man. I just come and play, man. That was my problem as I got older because I didn't warm up ever. So I got older, and then as I got older, I realized I had to warm up now. But I'm still in my. I can still get it. I don't know. But anyway,
I think the guys.
I get you.
I think the guys who warmed up thoroughly, advanced a little further than the guys who just hopped out the bench and ran on the field or court.
It depends. I mean, I can throw some names at you, man. Some James Harden, some Wilt Chamberlains.
You don't think James and Wilt warm up? I'm just asking. I've seen James Harden warm up a lot.
No, I'm saying that these guys who, would just come and just play. Like, they were like, he was partying all night. He was in Vegas. He came on the court and just played, whereas other guys might,
let me ask
have
a
a full night's sleep.
Did they
do all these things.
Well, no, I didn't say that. Did they do the warm up drills? Like before pregame? Were they in the warm up line?
I mean, sometimes yeah, sometimes no. I mean, literally, there's stories of Wilt walking to the game and just coming off the street to the game.
Checked in and like he literally walked to the announcer's table off the street. He didn't even hit the locker room first.
No.
He didn't get no stretch in.
You come off you come to the arena.
He ain't get no warm up line in, bro.
Oh no! There's definitely instances of Wilt Chamberlain just coming.
No warm up line or nothing. Just walked straight to the court to the circle and jumped.
No, you walk sometimes to the circle, sometimes to the bench. But not warming up.
Ain't get no calf stretch in.
Nah, man. Wilt was a different monster, man. Some people, I mean,
do this here shit right here, bro.
I wasn't live for that, man, so I couldn't tell you the exact,
He ain't be like, hey, young man, let me get the rock right quick. Put one up and then, I'm ready. You ain't do none of that, huh?
When you got time to do that? It's an NBA game.
I assume during the warm-up drills that we all participated in.
But I'm telling you, Wilt Chamberlain come off, just walk up and play.
All right. I'm not arguing.
I mean, he just come, Joe Namath come straight from the locker room and, hey,
Even Joe Namath came from the locker room and took some practice snaps. Now he may came from the locker room and took said practice snaps half drunk, but he like, hey, let's go and just get two of them in there before they blow the whistle. You know what I'm talking about?
I have to go through my Rolodex of NBA, NFL, MLB history, but I've heard several stories of certain players that just show up and just play and don't do warm ups.
Okay,
it's a thing.
Gotcha.
It's a thing. So, what's the name of the podcast?
Oh,
now let's begin the story.
I ain't your average cat. I slap box with lions. Ever since the 5th grade, kickball with tires. Made a mini fortune off a ripped off appliance. Money when it's stove back, hit dog with
so
irons.
weak on my side.
Shit, dog, I'm trying. That's why I robbed the Deacon house. Man, quit your lying. I did it and do it again and then repeat.
H-Town's finest 16 Shots podcast. Yes, it is us. It is the 16 Shots podcast with Young James Boogie. Hey, y'all, dog.
Tell me how you took it. I'm going to tell you what I meant.
What's going down with you today, young man?
Man. It's been a long day, man. It's been a long day. But, I'm relearning. I think learning is important, but relearning is also important. Sometimes you got to relearn things that you already knew or that you had a knowing about.
Okay.
And you got to, relearn them Because people don't believe fat meat greasy, man. People don't believe.
People don't believe fat meat greasy. So is the relearning process a relearning process for you, or is it really a relearning process for people who don't
It's for me.
believe? Oh,
Sometimes it's me because sometimes I'm a person who tries to be self-aware at all times. Try to be self-aware, very aware of being self-aware because I'm aware of people around me who aren't self-aware. I'm like, man, this person's self-aware about like maybe I'm tripping. Let me look inside of me and see how I'm looking at it, and look at it from different perspectives, and then come back to the situation, and be like, yeah, that person's tripping, or I'm tripping because sometimes I trip. But man, the art of being self-aware, right? The art of being self-aware it's diminished in our culture because of the way that we communicate and the way that we move. Like, I'm not self-aware because I don't have to be self-aware. I can just live in my own world. Not me per se, but a person.
I guess what led up to this experience? What experience led up to this thought process you have, or that you have?
No. Just life. I mean, it's not a particular incident like,
okay.
this guy slapped me or this girl punched me in the nuts or something. No. Just a combination of events that I seen coming. I tell people all the time, man, I be seeing stuff coming, man. I see it coming.
Yeah, you said that a lot.
And there are some times when I see it coming, I'm like, well, maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe I'm like, well, there's a chance, I do that Green Hornet thing where it's like 75% chance of this, so and so, and I might, sometimes I might pick that 4% chance, you know what I'm saying? No one's a 4% chance.
Can you tell us what you saw coming that others didn't, but it came true?
LeBron and them not winning a lot in LA.
Okay.
Like, it has to be a perfect storm for them to win because of the way he plays and the pieces he had, right? Like, the key to that winning is AD, and AD is fragile. So it had to be a perfect storm, right, where AD's in perfect situation where, now it's not worth traveling. We in the bubble, you know what I'm saying? It's condensed. It's not a full season. Perfect storm. But a full season, we've seen what happened to full seasons, man. Like, and then as well as the way that LeBron plays, he disallows players like that to really get off. Not that it's bad or good. It's just what it is. Like, if you got a running quarterback, you ain't finna have no cold ass receiver. This, like, why would I go play with Lamar Jackson?
I would. He can get you the ball.
He can get you the ball, but how often is he going to do it though?
Actually, Lamar Jackson tries to do it a lot. He just didn't have nobody to throw to, so he had to run. If he has somebody to throw to, he's shown if he has somebody to throw to, he can be a pocket quarterback. He's just he's like similar to Vic, where they have the arm strength and they have the arm talent and the accuracy to do it. He just ain't had nobody to throw the ball to, bro. So it was all on him. I mean, he had Hollywood Brown. He was a little bitty dude though, bro.
Hollywood Brown, a big dude. What's called
Hollywood Brown? He's small, bro.
He is? Oh,
yeah,
I thought he was like 6'2", 6'3".
Nah, he like a little bitty dude. The other Brown, not AJ Brown, that's another Brown who was playing for Tennessee. I forgot who he went to. Now, he was the bigger Brown. Yeah, but Hollywood, little small dude. I mean, he might walk, he might be like 5'9", 6 feet even, maybe. He like
you said 5. That's a big difference, man. 5'9" and 6 feet.
Yeah. I'm barely 6, so.
She ain't 5'9", though. But what I was gonna say, like, if I'm a receiver, right, and I gotta pick between going to play with Lamar Jackson and Aaron Rodgers, I'm going to Aaron Rodgers, man. If I gotta pick between Josh Allen and Kirk Cousins, I'm going to Kirk Cousins.
No, I'm going to Josh Allen.
Why? But Josh Allen, as good as he is, has a propensity to run the ball.
He does everything Kirk Cousins does, but he's more mobile. And Josh Allen is a pass first, run second quarterback. He's not like Lamar Jackson, who was a running back with arm talent. So Josh Allen is going to sit in the pocket and throw the ball downfield more than he will run. Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes kind of similar talents where they are pass pocket first, but can run when needed. So
I bet Kirk Cousins had more passing yards than
Josh
Allen.
Allen 100% is a better quarterback than Kirk Cousins. And Kirk
I didn't
Cousins
say
isn't a
who-
bad quarterback, but
I didn't say who was better. I just said who got more passing yards.
I don't know. I don't know the stats, so I couldn't tell you.
I'm almost sure that Kirk Cousins, because Kirk Cousins be throwing that thing. Not that he's better. I'm just saying that he's not going to run on the Kirk stats.
Because he
you know
can't.
what I'm saying? Exactly.
He can't,
so
bro.
If I'm a wide receiver, I want the guy who's going to throw it more than he's going to run.
I'm gonna be honest
so,
with you, bro. That's like that's. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say that that's not. I don't think that's smart logic because you're not talking about somebody who can't throw the ball. Why would I say I don't want to go play with Josh Allen because he might run the ball sometimes? That's crazy. I'm not doing that.
We have how many design plays do I have in my offense for Kirk Cousins to run?
He can't. He's not a mobile quarterback. That's like asking
Exactly.
me. That's like asking me how many design plays do they have for fucking Tom Brady. He's not a mobile, or Peyton Manning, or Eli Manning, or Drew Bledsoe.
Exactly.
They're not mobile quarterbacks. But that doesn't mean if I'm a top 5 receiver, I don't want to go play with a Josh Allen or Pat Mahomes or Lamar Jackson. Like, what do you mean? I want to go play with them.
We're gonna stick with Josh Allen and Kirk Cousins because that's what we're talking about. But the reason why I would say that is because, if I'm a receiver in my second year, third year, and I'm like, okay, are we going to Super Bowl? Maybe, or for sure, right?
Then I'm 100% going with Josh Allen.
No, if it's Josh Allen, or maybe like I've seen the history, like he get close, but they kind of fall. Okay, so do I want to sacrifice my numbers to win early, or do I want to do it late?
You're not sacrificing numbers to play with Josh Allen.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Because they're going to be played. They're going to be plays. There are going to be more plays where Josh Allen is asked to run the ball than with Kirk Cousins. So those plays that he run the ball, or add those with the plays where they hand the ball off, those are less chances of opportunities for me to hit my numbers to be either, if you're talking about incentive numbers or just, validation numbers as a wide receiver. So I definitely want the guy who throws more than the guy who runs some. Even though I agree that Josh Allen is a better quarterback, but man, I want to do the throwing the ball to me. I don't want to be pass blocking.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. Can you still see me? Hello? Oh, what the hell happened? Okay, yeah. My bad. So like we were. Oh, no, go ahead. What did you say?
Recording in progress.
Just to dare the.
No, we ain't got did it. I looked at stats. I looked at stats while I was rebooting. So
yeah.
Yes, Kirk Cousins I think threw for maybe 200 more yards than Josh Allen last year.
Just barely.
Josh Allen threw for like 42 touchdowns, 12 INTs. Kirk Cousins threw for like 29 touchdowns. So
no, it was 35 and 14. They both had 14.
I just looked at it. Kirk Cousins threw for 29. 2022 stats. I just looked at it. 100%.
You sure? I just
positive 100%.
How much you want to bet?
Unless NFL stats is wrong.
It might be.
Cousins threw 29 TDs.
My data said different.
It could have.
But either way.
I will say this.
Josh Allen had more. You're right. Josh Allen had more. I thought they had the same receptions. But
I will say this, though. I don't think that. So I guess I'm not going to disagree with your logic about the running quarterback, but I will say in the comparison of Kirk Cousins and Josh Allen, I don't think Josh Allen's running ability will take away from my receiver production in regards to Kirk Cousins. And I think Kirk Cousins is I don't think he's that top tier elite quarterback in NFL. I think he's a good enough quarterback where that's probably, that's good production out of a quarterback. So that wouldn't deter me from going to play with a Josh Allen over a Kirk Cousins if I'm a top 5 receiver.
What's your motivation though?
I feel like I'm gonna get my touches anyway. So
no, but I'm asking you, what's your motivation though?
What do you mean my motivation? What do you mean?
Because I mean, and I want to leave here because I want to get to the next subject, which is very, very good. But like when you're talking about pro sports and pro players, like the the general public's perception of it is like, oh yeah, I want to go win championships or I want to be whatever, but a lot of it is like, I want to get paid, right? Especially NFL.
Yeah,
I want to get paid.
With Josh Allen is good enough talent where I feel like if I do go there, I'm gonna get enough touches to get paid be able to get seen. I'm also gonna be in a predicament where I'm gonna be as of recently when he's been with the Bills, I'm a playoff or a Super Bowl contending team every year. I'm going toe to toe with the best teams in the division. So
why risk it though?
What do you mean? What am I risking? There's nothing I'm risking.
I'm risking the fact that okay, so let's dive deep in this, right? So you're saying that as a receiver, you'd rather go to Buffalo with Josh Allen than to go to Minnesota with Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, we already looked at the stats.
As a receiver.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about as a receiver.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. We looked at the stats. So
yeah.
Looking at the stats, quarterback-wise, pure quarterback play, passing yards, touchdowns, all of that, as a top-tier receiver, I'm not missing on any opportunities with either one.
So you don't
Josh
think that
Allen is giving me the exact same amount of what's on my name? Justin Jefferson, this in Minnesota, is getting the exact same. He's a better receiver than what's your boy name that's in Buffalo?
Is he better than Stephon Diggs? I don't know. I don't think so.
I think he's better talent than Stephon Diggs, but both of these guys are top tier receivers. Both of these guys are top tier run routers. You're gonna flourish in either situation, bro. Is me going to play in Buffalo with Josh Allen. I'm not finna lose any less ability to get touches than I would if I'm in Minnesota.
So you're telling me that in Buffalo, where we have games where we don't throw the ball but 3 or 4 times a game.
That's not true.
When it gets cold and they've had games where they throw the ball under 10 times in the game.
I'm just saying when you look at the stats, I mean
that's the overall. But I'm saying in Buffalo, I got games where I might not get the touches because it's snowing hard in the motherfucker, man.
How many home games you play in the NFL a year?
I think it's 8-8 or 8-7.
How many of them are blizzards?
In Buffalo, could be all of them.
That's not true.
It could. So you telling me it don't snow in Buffalo from September to January?
That's what I'm saying, Book. A, is not a blizzard every home game. And B, if the conditions are that bad, they would do what they did last year and they will play the game somewhere else. So I don't think I can look at it and say, oh, Buffalo plays outside. I'm a receiver. I'm not going to go to Buffalo because I'm not going to be able to get my touches because of the climate. That's bullshit. Because if that's the case, I wouldn't go play in Green Bay. Who else plays outside in a wintry area?
Green Bay.
I wouldn't go play in Chicago. Like New York. Bro, I wouldn't go play in New York. Nah, that's not a thing.
But those teams have problems getting premier wide receivers because they have to get them at the draft. People don't say, I'm gonna, like, how many premier wide receivers have gone in free agency to Green Bay or Chicago? Name them.
Stephon Diggs went to Buffalo. Who was that got him with? Somebody went to Green Bay and left.
It wasn't in the last. Green Bay had Devontae Adams, right? But they drafted him.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. You got to draft him because if I'm a receiver, like it don't make. Why would I go play in the cold as opposed to you just changing views in the middle? But anyway, it's an opinion thing. So more important conversation, man. Mario Chalmers and Cameron. Well, it started with Cameron. Cameron said that he could beat Chalmers now. And so Chalmers has taken on and said, you know what, I'll take that bet. You know what I'm saying? So Cameron versus Chalmers might be a thing. Who you got your money on?
I'll probably have to put my money on Mario Chalmers.
Why is that? Because he's
I would say because he actually made it to the NBA, but just because he made it to the NBA doesn't technically mean he's better in basketball than Cameron. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying Cam still can't hoop, but are they both in similar shape? Like, is Mario Chalmers walking around like Antoine Walker?
And Mario Chalmers is playing right now. Not in the league, but he's playing.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I knew he wasn't in the league. I'm talking about, where is he playing at?
He's playing in he's in a foreign city, but I forgot where.
Man, only thing. Look, I fuck with Killer. Only thing.
And he plays in the Big Three.
Only thing Killer been playing in the last 10 years is the corners, bro, or rap mics. So I'm gonna have to go with Mario Chalmers. Wow, you going with Killer? You going with Cam?
No. I'm going with. I just want to see it, man, because it's gonna be funny, man.
It's gonna Killer gonna talk shit the whole game, bro, and he gonna like. I feel like Cam ain't gonna just lose. I feel like if Cam see he losing, he gonna like pull up with a like, oh, my hammy or something. He ain't gonna just lose, bro.
I mean, 47 years old, man. That's tough, man.
Plus, I seen the video when Dipset first got back together, and him and Jimmy was doing the video, and they was hooping in the park. I mean,
in the suits.
Yeah, he didn't look too hoopish still. I mean, I don't know if it was just supposed to look like that. Jimmy definitely ain't look like he could hoop, but Cam looked like he just won Cam.
I mean, Camden lost weight, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It'll be funny to see. I think Cam's gonna lose though.
Cam gonna get on that pink horsepower, and I don't know if it's gonna help him out. Yeah, he saw me change cameras in mid set, huh?
Yeah, man. So I'm trying to think. And right now, I'm like, how can I do that? How can I just change mid? Even though I'm the king of changing, you know.
Yeah,
and I got a new change thing I'm gonna start doing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna talk about it, but you know, I'm working on some things in the interim. You know
why you don't want to talk about it, bro? Why you don't want to talk to your brother about it? You know what I'm saying? Why you be trying to, you know?
But change the thing. I be having some ideas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's wrong with you discussing your ideas with me, man? You don't want to talk to me about it?
What you talking about, man? The idea is sometimes you gotta let it play out, man. You know, because you have a history of shooting down my ideas, you know what I'm saying? You have a history of being Mr. Sensible, you know what I'm saying? And you know, sometimes you gotta be unsensible in this world, man. The great American poet, or the great British poet, Seal, said, we're never going to survive unless we get a little crazy.
So I just want to make sense for the record you're saying. What you're saying is you might have an idea. And that idea could sound crazy.
Or it could be perceived as crazy. That sounds.
And I am known for being sensible.
No. I'm saying
that's what you said.
I mean, I was being facetious when I said sensible.
So you don't think I'm being sensible?
No, well, you what you would perceive to be sensible, right? What I perceive to be like, you know what, you might be riding that line a little bit close, man. Sometimes you got to back up off that line, and you know, to see where the flow is going, man. Sometimes you got to float, man. You're never gonna survive unless you get a little crazy. That's what he said, man.
I think if we sit down with the Circle G's, all four members of the Circle G's, and we ask who's the most sensible out of the four?
Sensible?
Sensible. 100% believe you're going to be at the bottom of that list.
No.
Or the most sensible.
Most sensible. So
most sensible.
What I'm saying, no, because that's perspective, man. Because things that y'all thought was like things that you guys might have thought was unsensible turned out to be the most sensible thing in the world.
Oh, give me an example.
Like,
just one example. I'm gonna see if I
one example. One example.
Yeah.
One example. I was always trying to sing.
10 out of 10 times.
Trying to sing.
10 out of 10 times. If we can turn back the clock of time.
Yeah.
And have that meeting again. And Boogie wants to sing again. You know what my vote is still gonna be?
What?
No.
Now watch this. Now watch how this is a microcosm of what I was talking about. Can you tell me that everybody on the Circle Jesus has not had some singing at some point on the song? The answer is yes.
That we tried to sing, or we had someone sing on the song?
That we did. No, that every one of us at some point sang on a track.
I didn't sing on a song. Not a serious song.
Yes, you did.
Give me the song I sung
on. Not Paper.
I didn't
But
sing.
that was close though. That was close. Not paper. That was close though.
Young
You
nigga
was
get
close.
your paper. No, there's nowhere close to me singing. What are you talking about?
No, you wasn't saying young nigga. You was young nigga get you. No, I'm tripping. No, that was.
Yeah, I know you tripping. No, I ain't do that bullshit.
Let me think. About Lil Mama.
That was Kevin. That wasn't me.
That was Kevin. Was you on that song?
I wasn't singing.
Was you on that song?
I wasn't singing.
I'm asking you on a song.
You know I was on a song, but I wasn't singing.
Okay, well, how'd your verse go?
Something about you ain't heard of me. I'm known for doing something. I wasn't singing at all. There was not a close.
Are you sure? Well, how'd your verse go, man?
Nigga, I remember I go, but it ain't no singing.
I'm asking you.
I'm telling you, there was no singing.
There was no harmonizing nowhere in the verse.
I didn't sing, not at all. No.
So you're saying that at no time in any verse.
I done said that 5 times. I'm gonna say it the 6th time. I didn't sing.
So okay, so when I find the verse where you're harmonizing or singing,
I got the song on my computer. I did not sing.
I said when I find the verse, if it's not that verse, but I might find if I find
you're
the
verse,
not
gonna find one.
Then what?
You can try, but you ain't gonna find one.
I'm not gonna. Okay, yeah, I got a lot of. They got a lot of. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna find one.
I got a lot of.
You ain't gonna find.
I got a lot of.
Not at all.
I got a lot of.
You wanted to be an R&B singer.
No, I didn't. I just wanted to expand, bro. Have I told you this? The ultimate goal of any musician of any genre is to harmonize and sing. That's the ultimate goal of any genre.
Never was my goal.
Then if you're making music, right?
Never was my goal to sing.
If you're making music, right?
Okay, I'm listening.
The ultimate progression of any music, whether it be rock and roll, whether it be country, whether it be ska, you name it.
Rap.
The ultimate goal, even rap, the ultimate goal, that art, as they progress and go, as they grow, they're going to move towards harmonious sounds.
Well, it had, or singing. Which one are you talking about? You saying harmonious sounds or straight up singing?
Same, either or.
I don't want to sing. I never want to sing. I never want to be. I never want the harmonious sound. I never want to sing. I wanted to rap. Now, I'm not going to say I didn't want to have songs with singing on it, but I didn't want to be the person singing on set. I don't want to sing the song. I don't want to sing on the song. I did.
You just felt like you didn't want to sing, but I'm saying that.
I didn't want to sing. I didn't want to make a zero harmonizing kind of situation. Like the song that you made, which is fire. I'm not taking anything away from the song that you made, that you shared with me. It's fire. I never wanted to do anything similar to that. No, I'm not saying, and I'm not saying
it's okay. That's fine. I'm not saying that you have. What I'm saying is, I'm not knocking that, or I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that when you look at musicianship on a grander scale, not as an individual, not as one individual, one person, me. I'm saying that if I go and look at 100 rock bands and 100 R&B, 100 rappers and 100 hard rockers and 100 whatever you want, any genre, as they make more music, they move closer and closer and closer and closer to harmonious music. They might start off but at some point, as they grow, they get to some kind of harmonious. Like you can go down, you just name an artist, and you're like, oh yeah, he did have a song where he was
name
singing.
one.
Guns N' Roses.
Name. I see. I'm not definitely. I always thought they were halfway singing anyway. So.
What? I mean,
I don't listen.
Take me down to the paradise city where the guns are.
I don't listen to that, but that's different though. I feel like that's singing though, bro. Like I feel like they're singing. I don't feel like that's like I think they're singing to me. But I think some country western songs is like singing too, bro. I don't look at it as like rap. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying that they go from being directly associated with their subgenre of music to a point where that sound they make, like there are songs that Guns N' Roses, that Aerosmith, that Twisted Sister, that all these hard rock groups had.
But I've always associated hard rock groups with singing though. Like when you said Aerosmith, to me they always were singing anyway.
So
I never looked at Aerosmith as a rock group that didn't sing. They were a rock group, but to me they sang.
Yeah, but they were singing rock. And what I'm
It
saying,
doesn't mean they're not singing, bro.
Listen, they were singing, or they were doing. I would rephrase it. They were doing rock music, and they went from doing rock music and matriculated into a point where they were doing ballads. Maybe that's what I'm going to say. Every music genre gets to the ballad point, or tries to get to the ballad point. Not every single individual, but generally speaking, they all
Name me some rappers. Name me some rappers or rap groups that went from rap to singing ballads. And I'm just asking. I'm not arguing. I'm asking because I don't know.
LL Cool J.
What ballad did he? I Need Love. Was that his ballad?
That's a ballad.
Give me another one.
The easy one is Drake. Let's go Lil Wayne.
Okay, he did a rock album. So I get it.
And he did How to Love.
He did.
It's so many.
I'm surprised you only said 3 Stacks, but that was.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's so many. It's flooded my head at one time. I can go to Pimp C. I don't need nobody.
I'm not gonna argue that. I mean, why? It's some like easy ones you could have said. You could have said some shit like Young Thug. Could have said Thugger. You could have said
But what I'm saying,
Future.
those guys started off kind of in that singy songy.
But even with Pimp though, like when Pimp started off, he had a mixture of that anyway though. Like Pimp started out with a mixture of rap and harmonizing. Like
What's the
Bone
first
Thugs
Pimp
and Harmony
song?
started out with a mixture of rapping and harmonizing.
Bro, they're Bone Thugs in Harmony. Their name is Thugs in Harmony.
I'm supposed. It's supposed to bubble. Pimp was singing on the hook, bro.
That's
It's like
newer.
Don Perignon. It's supposed to. That was super tight. That ain't newer. That was super tight.
I mean, but I was talking about Hard to Swallow. Pause. He wasn't singing none of that.
That was album number
Hard
one.
to Swallow. Yeah, that was number. Was it number one?
Album number one.
Or was it number two?
You wrote album number two. Like Pimp harmonizing, bro.
That's what
Shit, he
he
was
do, man.
harmonizing on a pocket full of stones. If you want to keep it a buck, so I mean, they kind of started out that way.
If that's harmonizing, then you harmonize for it. If Pocket Full of Stones is harmonizing, then shit, young nigga, get your paper, young nigga, cause I gotta get mine. That's harmonizing too. Then if Pocket Full of Stones is harmonizing,
Y'all don't agree with it.
but you just said Pocket.
I said for me. I said for me. I'm not disagreeing with your whole point. I'm not.
No, I'm asking you a question, but you said that Pocket Full of Stones is harmonizing, right?
I said it's Pimp C. I said Pimp C has been harmonizing from the beginning.
You said you said Pocket Full of Stones was Pimp C harmonizing.
Yeah.
So I just countered that by saying that when you said I gotta get mine, it's just like Pocket Full of Stones. If one, I don't know.
No, I'm still disagreeing.
Okay. I just let the people let the people choose, man.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna let the people choose, man.
You're definitely not gonna start doing that. But I mean,
man.
I'm not discrediting what you're saying. So I'm not.
You discredit me. I just told you I'm the people choose. Like, no, I'm the people choose, man.
No,
I got my opinion. You got your opinion, man. The people choose, man.
That's fine.
So, dang, was something else too.
So Mario Chalmers is gonna win. We agree on that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I feel.
Have you
been watching Cam and Mace's sports show?
Yeah, I've watched it separately. I literally figured out, man, that do I want to go here? Yeah. The power of friendship and camaraderie is like let's say the show is 40 minutes long, 45 minutes long.
You got veneers, bro?
No, man, I look good like that.
Pause. You look like you got a lot more teeth, and they're just perfectly straight from the camera view. That's all I'm saying. I don't know.
It's just lights, man. I got, what I'm saying.
Okay. I'm like, I got a lot of fucking teeth today. But pause again. Pause. Super pause.
I'm gonna say,
yeah.
The power of friendship, man. The power of friendship. You trying to sound like Nori or something, man? But anyway, like, if this 45 minutes in the show, 10 minutes of the show is them just laughing. Like 10 minutes of the show is them just laughing uncontrollably.
You gotta peep the inside jokes because like when you hear a story about Cam when he was like when Mace was fucking with Puff and he walked in the bathroom and it was like dildos on the counter and Mace was like, man, I don't know, that's your man's, it ain't mine. So they was talking.
I get the inside jokes.
No, but I'm saying it'd be funny because they said something and Cam was like, he a big unit or something like that, and Mace just started laughing like, man, you gotta say pause after that. You know what I'm saying? And Mace was like, Cam was like, hold on, man, I ain't the one that had, dicks in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? It'd be funny. They be having inside jokes, but yeah.
But just they it's times where they're laughing at things that I'm 100% sure that the host doesn't know the totality of the joke. But just them laughing is so infectious that she starts laughing. And it's like there are many people and a bunch of commentators like, it's just good to see Mace and Cam laughing again together.
Yeah.
It's just enjoyable to watch. It's powerful that these two brothers, man, these two guys who were friends and they were foes and now they're friends again and they just talking and laughing, having inside jokes on camera.
How much funnier would this show be if they can get Jimmy on it?
Jimmy not gonna get on it, bro. It wouldn't be funny, man, because Jimmy don't like Mace.
I know, man. I'm just saying, but how much funnier would it be if they could get like Jimmy and Mace to squash whatever beef and get? Sometimes I feel like Jimmy and Cam don't like each other.
I feel like Jimmy understands that if it wasn't for Cam and Mace breaking up, it would be no Jimmy.
I can see that.
And so, like, I'm feel like he feels some kind of way about that.
But at one point, I thought, and I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But at one point, I thought Cam and Mace was cool, and Jimmy was in the picture.
No, never.
So there was never a time when the diplomats, when the Dipset existed, and Cam and Mace was actually good.
No.
Okay.
Because Cam and Mace fell out right after Cam's first single, Horse and Carriage. They fell out after that.
And Jimmy wasn't fucking with Cam during that? At no aspect?
That was
I'm not saying that they was diplomats. I'm saying was Jimmy and Cam fucking with each other. I thought at one point they all was like fucking with each other. Now Jimmy wasn't as cool with Mace as Cam, because I thought they all somewhat grew up together. I just thought Jimmy was older than Cam.
I mean, have you heard the whole Jimmy ain't from Harlem type? That was the whole thing when they was like, Jimmy ain't from Harlem. He from somewhere. He moved to Harlem, and it's true.
Yeah. I heard he moved to Harlem, but I know Jimmy is older than Cam, right?
I have to check on that. I'm not sure.
I think Jimmy older than Cam, but that would make him 50 though, right?
That make him at least 49, maybe 48.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
All I know is that it'll never work. It'll never work. I bet you.
Yeah, because the other piece is I think Jimmy might take himself too serious, bro.
Jimmy has had moments. I like my glasses up. Jimmy's had moments where he showed his comedic side. You know what I mean? Like, he's not always, super coolie. But
him and Mano are fucking hilarious, bro.
Jimmy and Mano?
Yeah, Mano more funnier than Jimmy. It's funny because like Mano was supposed to be super thug.
Yeah.
But he kind of be joking too though, bro. Like them niggas together, Jimmy and Mano together are hilarious, bro.
They're like a B version of Cameron and Mace.
A very tatted up version of Cameron and Mace.
Yeah. Let's have a B version though. Definitely a B version though. Because Mano's jokes, all their jokes is thugged out. Yo, and then I had that one time I had pulled the hammer out, right? And so my man was like, yo, you ain't got no clip. I was like, oh son. Like they like Fat Joe. All their stories ended up being some super thug stuff.
You know what, man? Fat Joe be having the stories, and I really be thinking that Fat Joe stories don't be true. But like the Mike Tyson, Remy Ma story, Tyson coming to the door butt naked and asking like Fat Joe, how much money does it take to rent Remy for the night?
That sounds very Mike Tyson. That sounds very Mike Tyson-ish.
It does, but to hear Fat Joe tell it, I'm like, that can't be true, bro. But then to hear Fat Joe bring it up to Tyson on the show, and Tyson like, yeah, I was wilding back then. And then to hear it brought up in front of Remy and Papoose, and Remy like, yeah, I don't want to talk about that. That shit is funny. And you know what's even funnier? To hear Tyson be like, yeah, that was so long ago, you know, her husband shouldn't even be tripping about this no more. Did Tyson threaten Papoose, bro?
No, man. I saw SuperStar talk about, he was talking about the scenario was a chick had gave some other guy dome on the roof and then came down and kissed the man in the mouth, right? And so he's like, no, of course everybody's like, oh man, and he's like, no. Like he's like, bro, you know when you met her, that's what she do. So even if it wasn't that moment that it happened, you kissing somebody, that's what she do.
All right,
yeah.
Real question.
Uh-oh. Why y'all ask me a real question, man?
You mean to tell me?
Before you answer, why y'all like? Let me ask you a real question.
You can ask me. I'll answer it. I don't see. You can ask me. You just don't. I'll answer the question.
Go ahead. Because man, I be keeping the G, man. Keep going.
No, you don't. So what I'm asking you is this: real question. You mean to tell me if the young lady you were involved with, if she gave a nigga head upstairs, came directly downstairs and kissed you in the mouth, you be cool with that?
I know I won't be cool with it.
Oh, okay. All right. But that's all I was asking.
I won't be cool, but I'm saying like, man, it's a level of maturity sometimes with certain shit that being of the hip hop community, bro, it's a lot of fallacies, a lot of fake machismo, and a lot of things that we do or say that they really just be like, it be kind of like cap, bro.
That's not cap though. Don't give somebody a head and come kiss me in the mouth, bro.
No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying like, it's like some stuff be capped, bro. Some stuff be capped, like because you can't. Like, I agree that I wouldn't want that, but in the same breath, like, man, shit, niggas done worse, bro. Niggas done worse, man.
Yeah, no, I'm not rocking with that at all. Like, go brush
man,
your teeth, rinse your mouth out, and scope first.
Bruh,
you not finna give nobody no head, then come give me a kiss. And I know about it. I better not know about it, bro.
Well, he didn't know about it, but
okay.
Remember the dude got the chick pregnant because him and his homeboy was sharing condoms. They flipped it inside out.
Those two white boys.
And that was not two white boys.
100%. That's two white boys.
That wasn't no white boys.
That was actually like some Maury shit, bro.
No, man, this is two brothers, man. I remember seeing it, man. It was two brothers. Not brothers as in brothers, but brothers as in, from another mother. Like,
I don't know. I saw like some Maury shit where it was this white girl and she was pregnant by two dudes because they used the same condom or some bullshit like that. I don't know.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's happened several times. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying that, regardless if it's white or black, let's say it's white, people have done some fucked up shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the worst thing you can do to somebody. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if we're having a threesome, you know what I'm talking about, and it's two dudes and a female, and you smash and bust in the condom, and y'all and all three of y'all are sitting there, and she's dumb enough to let you pull the condom off, you give it to your boy, flip it inside out, put it on, and then put it in her. I mean, that ain't no fucked up shit. Y'all three consented to that shit at that point in time. That's not. There's nothing.
I'm not sure.
There's nothing fucked up about that.
I'm not sure, but I kind of think. I hope that's not how it happened.
It don't. I mean, it for that to happen. Either y'all are having a threesome or y'all running the train. Either way it go, it ain't like you did some real fucked up shit to somebody because y'all three consented to that. It ain't like
you don't think it could be where, like it wasn't. I mean,
for it to be super fucked up, it would have to be I hit this chick, I left, I gave you the condom, you went and hit the chick with the condom on reverse, and she ain't know. Like there's no way this happens, and there isn't a. Either consenting
there
train,
is a way
there isn't a consenting train or threesome going on. I mean
sound like a woman basher right now, man.
I'm not bashing. I'm not. I'm saying there's no way this happens without a consenting threesome or train going on, bro. And I'm not kink shaming threesomes or trains.
Are you familiar with the law that? Well, you familiar with Math Hopper and Why Is He Trouble?
Who?
With Math Hopper. Math Hoffa is in trouble? Well, he got in trouble right before the pandemic.
What did he do? Because he's still actively potting, so what did he do?
Yeah, well, right before the pandemic, a well-known female battle rap blogger accused him of sexual assault. And so, of course, it was on the internet, and they were going back and forth, and his stance was like, yo, she came over my house and and we consented. And so what she said was she consented to the sex, but not consented to him taking the condom off. And that's the thing they do. I forgot what it's called. It's a word for it. They call it, I forgot what it's called, but.
Yeah, so he tricked him and took the rub off when she thought he had it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some fuck shit.
Yeah. But in his eyes, they consented.
That's some fuck shit. In his eyes, they had consensual sex. Yes, they did.
Yeah.
They agreed.
In her eyes, she got raped.
I mean, I don't know the term for it. I don't know the act. Look, I don't know the actual term for that. I will say, yeah, if she consented to sex with protection on and he snuck and pulled the rub off, then I don't know. Shit, I'm not gonna.
I'm saying so. I'm just, and this is for the people again to decide. If I consent to one thing and you do something else, it's not rape.
I'm pretty sure it is.
You know what I'm saying?
But where you going with this though?
I forgot.
Because if we're talking about the instance where the two guys shared the rubber and she got pregnant, they didn't do anything she didn't tell them to do.
But I'm saying you're assuming that I assumed that it wasn't a consensual thing to share the rubber. Because I was the way that I heard it, and this has been a while since I heard it, but it was like she was doing with one dude, and then so however it went down, another dude, he flipped it inside out. So I don't know, but
I will say, I will say, the two parties weren't very smart because. She might not have known. She might not have known that they flipped the rub over. But I would say the two parties aren't that smart if you think that we can reuse a condom. So I would say the intelligence factor was very low.
I would also think that, I want to say it's kind of like, sperm's supposed to die when it hits the air.
Yeah, I'm not that smart, so I don't know.
I mean, so, they might be thinking like that, like, oh, no, when the air die, man, I'm good. Like, no, you're not.
I think the individuals who thought it was a bright idea to share a condom, just flip it inside out, have no clue about how sperm works when it hits the air. And I could be wrong. I just don't think that their intelligence level is that high. I'm going to be honest with you.
I mean, you might have to see these guys, you know what I'm saying? Because, we have more than 5 listeners now.
Yeah, I'm not afraid. The niggas who decided to share a condom, I'm not afraid of those guys. I'm not. Not at all.
I'm afraid of everybody, man.
Hey, let me ask you a question, bro. Do you think Nori is a good interviewer? I'm just asking.
On what scale?
1 to 10. 10 being
No, I mean, what's good? Like good interviewer for what? Like for a hip hop audience, for a professional audience, for
just
getting
any
information?
audience, because I don't think that Drink Champs is only hip hop audience. Just any audience, period. I don't think just because it's a hip hop audience makes the interviewing skills lesser or more. If that's
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Is it? It's not saying the scale of good or bad. I'm just saying to what directive.
You would like to know what parameter I'm using?
No. To what directive is the good is good? Like, are you saying is it good for getting juice out of people or getting spicy details?
And listening
Or is he good, like-
listening to the pod and listening to the content, just as far as his delivery and the flow of the conversation and the information that he gets. Do you think he's a good interviewer?
No.
Oh, okay, just one me. I just want to make sure one me.
Nah, it's a great concept and it can't fail because like we got alcohol and people with stuff on their chest. So
well, I think the guests are the bigger draw than actual Nori and DJ F.
Yeah, and that's fine. It's supposed to be, right?
Because I'm like people, people gonna tune in because Joe Budden is on. I don't think. Look, if Drink Champ, if Drink Champs is going on and it's just Nori and DJ F and N, I might not tune in, but. When I got Pusha T, when I got, Drake, when I got Kanye, when I got Joe Budden, when I got, DJ Envy on there, Charlemagne on there, like when I got these big names on there, when I got fucking Ron Isley on there, I'm tuning in because I want, these are people you want to hear from.
Well, that's what that goes to, and he's good. Then that means he is a good interviewer then because the ability for him to make those type of people feel comfortable enough to speak. And he's a good interviewer.
I don't know if he's a good interviewer. I just think Nori is an overall good guy in hip hop. And even if you don't think he is a legend in rap, I think Nori is a legend in the game. So I think he has relationships with people and people genuinely like to fuck with Nori. Now, the pod is Nori is entertaining because Nori always has a story. And he be half drunk and high, so it's even funny. It's funnier. But if I just had to say, like, Nori.
But the fact that he gets, I'm sorry, my fault. The fact that he gets them, like, you don't think that it's 100 people calling something, like, so the fact that they come on the show speaks to his interviewing skills because they don't feel like they'll be, blindsided or put in a bad light because who wants to go on the show to be put in a bad light, right?
I think when you go on Drink Champs, Nori gonna bring up some mess. And he gonna have some industry stories. Plus, you probably have some sort of relationship with Noriega. So let me ask you another question: where do you put Noriega in hip hop legend, far as rap, lyrics, music? Were you even a Nori fan?
He top 100.
Were you a Nori fan?
I like some of his cuts, Body in the Trunk, Super Thug. My favorite is Body in the Trunk, him and Nas. That's my favorite one, Banned from TV. Although the more I hear it, the more it sounds overrated. But
I don't know how much of a Noriega fan I was. I don't think I really was, bro.
I mean, he had some cuts though. Or Thug Money. Thug Money, that's a cut. He got some cuts.
Okay.
He had some production too.
I'm gonna go back and listen to Nori because I don't like the last album Nori put out. I bought it and I listened to it and it was pretty cool. He had some songs with Fat Joe. He had a song with Fat Joe. He had a song with Fab, and it was pretty good. But outside of that, man, out of that one little commercial song that Nori had, I don't know the name of it, but they played in the club all the time.
What?
Yeah, that one. That one. Outside of that one, bro. I just can't, bro. I don't know. But, I don't know. But even more New York news. Are you excited for this Raekwon the Chef and Ghostface Killer album?
Nope.
Whoa. Are you not a fan of Raekwon the Chef and Ghostface?
When we talk about Wu-Tang, if you're not talking about Johnny Blaze, Johnny Blaze is one. Then after that is Ghostface. Everything else, man, is like, yeah.
So you didn't like Made for Cuban Links?
It was alright. I mean, you know.
So you're not a fan of Raekwon the Chef?
Nah, I mean, yeah, alright.
Hairline Boogie. Man, I feel you. Meth is Method Man the best Wu-Tang rapper, or is he the most noticed or most notable?
He's easily the best, man.
I say you gotta chill with this shit now.
He's
You gotta chill with this shit now.
easily the best, man.
The world does not need to see do-rag Dub with a black and mild, a piece and chain, and some beads on his braids, bro. What are you doing?
Man.
What are you doing, bro?
Do rag Dub, man. I've been having files just be sitting up. And
I got that same picture, bro. I just won't post it anywhere. I mean, you should. You should post all these pictures. That's what you do.
Nah, I ain't posting.
I ain't mean in a negative way, bro. I mean like you're the picture guy, bro, because you're like the media guy. Like you.
I don't like when you be putting me in the. I mean, I know you're not saying it with any malice, but it's just, you know, it feels a certain kind of way. You're the picture guy. I don't know, man. It feels kind of way, man. But yeah, no, I'm not really, you know, the Wu-Tang Clan, man. You know, they are something to fuck with, man. To be honest with you, man, they are.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
They are.
Tiger style.
They very much are, man. They very much are. If I had to pick between all the people I want to fuck with in the world, out of cliques, I would definitely. I would test them first. It's like I know I can whoop at least 3 or 4 of them. Like they old.
You mean like fist fight, or you mean like rap?
Oh, rap definitely. I could take out at least 8 or 9 of them dudes easy.
Bro, I think you ain't got nothing for you, God.
That's the first one I go at.
Inspector Dick.
He'd be the second one.
Old dirty bastard.
Me and Mariah
go together like babies and pacifiers.
See what I'm saying,
man? Old dirty bastard, live and uncut.
You know what I'm saying, man? He was alright, man. He was cool. You know what I'm saying? But like,
I think Raekwon the Chef rap circles around you, bro.
No, he got like the thing about New York rap, bro, is that some of that New York rap is just typical New York rap. Like, it's not. What's the difference between Raekwon and Fat Joe? What's the difference?
Fat Joe's more commercial.
Yeah, but
I think Raekwon raps better than Fat Joe, by the way.
But you got some Raekwon bars that you like?
I have no Raekwon. I have no Raekwon bars to give you.
I bet you have Fat Joe bars though.
You want no truth?
Right.
I don't fuck Fat Joe much. Outside of lean back, like, if you ask me who has more commercial hits and more notoriety, of course it's Fat Joe. If you ask if you call up one of our hip hop heads that listens, that's a part of the 16 Shots community, you know, your boy Kwame, I'm pretty sure he'll tell you Raekwon got better bars than Fat Joe.
Nah, man.
Yeah, I 100% believe so. Just by
he'll say that.
I'm just going by his post and his. I think he would agree. Raekwon has better bars than Fat Joe.
He might say that, but if you start breaking down the lyrics, man, like Fat Joe is nice with it, man.
Which lyrics? You mean the lyrics that he penned, or the lyrics that he had from Big Pun's rhyme book?
He ain't got no rhymes from Big Pun's rhyme book.
I think Ghostface goes harder than Fat Joe.
He might.
Because if you are
not really though, not really.
Because there are people who argue. There are people who make the argument that Action Bronson goes harder than Fat Joe. I'm not one of these people, but there are people who make the argument that Action Bronson raps better than Fat Joe. And if you feel like Action Bronson raps better than Fat Joe, then Ghostface.
We're talking about style. We're talking about words. Like Ghostface literally said. He said, I was just speaking nonsense. Like that was his style, was to speak nonsense. So it don't really match up. It rhymes, but it doesn't make sense. Whereas Fat Joe from Slow Mo Joe was literally making sense. He was making sense. Like, look it up one day. Ghostface
Man,
I
heard Ghostface on a song with Tiana Taylor, and that shit was fire.
I mean, it's all right. I heard it.
You a hater, bro.
Well, I gotta be a hater because
You a hater, bro.
Like, it's all right. It's all right. I don't have, like, I mean, I'm not saying that, I didn't say it was bad. I said it's all right. It wouldn't, he didn't change the face of hip hop to me by saying,
You been at the club book?
No, this is from what's it called, man? From coaching.
I was finna call you wristband boogie, bro.
No, we had a tournament today, man. We had a tournament this week.
Oh yeah,
this weekend.
Bro, y'all got a tournament going on with the NCAA simultaneously. Is it NCAA themed? Is it March Madness themed?
This is a regular tournament, man. Oh damn, I got our head kicked in today. We didn't get our head kicked in. We lost though, man. It was kind of embarrassing. But you know, it happens, man. It happens.
Hey man, you know you can't win all of them. You know, you take something from the loss and then you build on it, bro. And you see, hey man, y'all boys wasn't hitting y'all step back jumpers. You know what I'm talking about? We gotta work on step back jumpers.
It was you know, we got some kids, man, that I don't want to say this the wrong way. We have more kids that, let me switch gear. Talk about LeBron James' son and being in the McDonald's All-American game, right?
You talking about 17 and something, huh? 17. He had like 17 points, like
he had 15 points.
Oh, 15.
He had five. Yeah, he had
how many
assists
he had?
I don't know. Did he have any?
No, his stat line was like 15, 5, and 3 or some shit like that. I could be wrong. I vaguely saw it. I thought the nigga scored 17. So
he hit 5. I thought he hit 5. He went 5 for 8. He hit 5 threes.
Oh, okay.
I'll look it up so it can be accurate. But
wait, he scored all his points from the 3-point line?
Yeah.
Okay. I would not want to be LeBron James' son. I wouldn't want to be Bronny James. I think the younger one is going to be the better one. He has more of LeBron's bill. Seems like he has more of his skill set. Mm-hmm. Bronny James ain't trash. I would hate to be him because A, your name is LeBron James Jr. and B, your dad. I'm not saying he did it on purpose, but he low key put some unneeded pressure on you, saying I want to retire playing with my son in the NBA. I'm not sure if he's that good though.
The thing about it, well, to piggyback kind of and just go into why I think him playing in that game was so messed up. It's like, man, some people peak in high school. Some people, the best they'll ever play in their life is in high school, mm-hmm. and they won't go to a D1 school. They won't go to a D2 school. They might go to a D3 or NAIA, mm-hmm. and they might, play a year, find out I'm a high school player, and then, they done, right? Mm-hmm. What's not fair is this guy who hasn't even peaked yet. He wasn't the top. He wasn't first team in his conference. He wasn't all-state, but he's a McDonald's All-American. So there's somebody right now in his conference who was all-conference, who was all-state, who wasn't in that game. Or there's somebody somewhere else that is all-conference, all-state, that's not in that game. You know what I'm saying? And it's really like that game used to be a celebration of high school athletes, of the best of the high school athletes.
High school athletes, best of the best.
Yeah. And so it turned into a showcase for the guys who they thought were going to the league. And so that makes it weird because it's like, well, if I play in high school for 4 years and I average like I try to break it down to some people and be like, You know what J.R. Richardson averaged in the house? You know what? What's the dude that played for the Warriors? The center, the goofy center they got.
Nigga probably averaged 30 a game or something.
He was 30.
That's
12,
what I'm saying. Yeah, he probably averaged
8,
30 a game, bro.
right? J.R. Smith was 27 a game.
Fucking Paul Pierce was averaging 30 a game when he came in. Yeah, we know that.
In high school.
Yeah, but your name is LeBron James Jr. Your dad is LeBron James. You're gonna be put on
average.
You know, I feel he wasn't even the best player on his team.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying you average like the measuring stick. Like when we look back in 15 years or 10 years and be like, this nigga got to the McDonald's All-American game, averaging 15 points a game.
Yeah, but Bug, he got there because his name is LeBron James Jr., bro. You know why he's there.
No, and so that's what I'm saying. Like when people say it's good to see nepotism working in favor of black people, then I can be cool with that. I'm like, yeah, I feel that. That's cool. When people probably say like, well, it's because of the ratings. Like culturally, man, we don't stand for nothing, bro. We don't really stand for nothing, man. It starts with something small like that. But then when you like balloon it to other stuff, like we don't really stand for nothing, man. And it like we don't really stand for nothing, man.
I don't know if I'm gonna take it that. I don't know if I'm gonna use that to take it that far. I can see where you're going, so I can see the point you're making. I don't know if I'm gonna use that to say that. I will say I don't think he should have been there.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the vehicle we use to get there is unimportant. The important part is that it's true. Like if I see an ant on the ground, be like, damn, we small in the universe. Well, I wouldn't use that ant. Like, now the vehicle's not important, but the statement is true. Like, we don't. And
what is the statement again? We don't what?
We don't really stand. We don't really have to stand for nothing. We don't have no moral.
So you don't think we have a moral compass as a whole, as a community?
No, I'm saying a grounding point. Like, okay, well, this right here, this off limits. This right here, like, we don't have that, man.
I don't agree with that. I'm not. Again, it's your opinion, so I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I don't see it that way. That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying that we could name a bunch of instances where this comes to pass, like just the fact that people still wear Gucci and these companies that we know for a fact be disrespecting us, bro. Like they put our little black kids in monkey suits, man. They make little black faces on their things, and we still wear them, bro. We still wear them. Like as a community, bro. Like we're the only set of people that don't actualize our distaste for something with our dollar. Like companies can disrespect, can do us any kind of way, can whatever, and we don't. Let's like, no, we ain't buying it no more. Like, what company have black people put out of business?
We probably haven't put anything out of business that I can bring up, so I don't know.
But we put a bunch of companies into business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue that.
Like, we hip hop is the most commercially successful art form on the planet, but we don't own no parts of hip hop.
Yep.
We haven't got to the point where we could be like, you know what, man? I'll lose. Like, who said that? Jeezy said it, man. He said, Kanye Daniel went broke over respect, man. Over respect. And people made fun of him, man. People talk down and high, but he's just showing this is my point right here, man. And I don't care what it costs me. You can't take this point from me. You can't make me cross this line.
I told you Adidas was gonna end up having to get that boy the bag back, and they had to. They ain't had no choice.
Yeah, we still don't know what he got paid. That's the crazy part about it.
Shit.
And we ain't investigating what he get paid.
We don't have to, and we knew if they didn't do the deal, they was gonna lose billions. We knew that.
That's what I'm saying. Why was it front page news that he went from being worth $4.6 billion to $400,000?
Yeah.
But now
but that wasn't even a real number though. But that wasn't a real number.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying, the number was out there, right?
It was.
So how come now when he has the deal with Adidas, everything you see, it don't say what he getting paid. It say how much merchandise he gonna sell.
Well, they're not gonna tell you what he's gonna get paid because we didn't know the true number of what he lost. So, look, It's
But-
just like
but-
it's,
but
it's
you
just,
see what I'm
it's
saying?
just it's just like anything else. And when the demise is there, that shit is gonna be front page news. But when the prosperity is there, that don't nobody want to acknowledge. It's hush hush. Same thing in normal life. When a nigga doing bad or when someone is doing bad, I'm trying to stop saying nigga as much. When somebody is doing bad, you know what I'm talking about. People gonna be quick to bring it up. But if you're doing something positive and you're doing good, hey man, ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it. They're gonna be hush hush about it because they don't really want to see you succeed and win.
Why I don't understand that.
I don't understand why people don't want to see you succeed and win. But when we're succeeding and we're winning, depending on the people you keep in your circle, man, they're gonna applaud for you when you winning, bro. And then if you're doing bad, instead of talking about you, they're gonna help you. I mean, what can I do to help you out? X, Y, and Z. But the majority of the time, and these are my life experiences, and this is why I don't go outside my circle is as small as it is because, bro, yeah, I've experienced people that as soon as they think you're doing bad, bro, it's front page news for them. They quick to speak on that. But, you know, when you're doing good, you're doing positive, then, you know, they don't want to acknowledge that. Matter of fact, they want to hate on it. So that's just how society is. When
society or certain cultures.
No, I don't think. I think society as a whole. I don't that aspect. Man. No. That aspect of it, I don't think that is reduced to just one culture or race or grouping of people. That's society. Period. That is not reduced
you don't
to
think
one
that
grouping or one race of people. No, I don't.
Look. It took 25 years for me to hear anything negative from a Hispanic person about George Lopez.
That's not true.
Who have you heard since about George Lopez negative? I'm talking about another famous Hispanic person saying George Lopez ain't shit.
Your homie from Chips Patrol. It was
Eric Estrada.
Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah,
him. It was another Hispanic comedian that didn't like him. It's a couple of Hispanic comedians and actors or actresses that have come out and said George Lopez was a piece of shit. They've been saying that. I've been heard that. I've heard that from Latin comedians or said actors or actresses. I can't give you names off the top of my head, but for years I've been reading that George Lopez is a piece of shit.
I haven't heard. I haven't heard much about George Lopez. I haven't heard shit about like.
Shit, hell, you hear other Mexicans or Latin boxers talk trash about Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens, bro. The same
That's
amount
boxing,
of shit,
bro. That's different.
Nah, the same. No, it's not different because we're talking.
Yeah,
about,
we're competitors.
No, but we're bro. It's okay. So if I can say it's different because it's boxing and it's competitors, I also can say it's different because we're comedians and we're competitors. So I can say, well, when I hear, and this is for example purposes only. Well, when I hear Michael Blackson talk down on Kevin Hart, we're comedians. It's competitive. You know what I'm saying? I want to say I'm just as funny as him. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear a black comedian say, well, Kevin Hart ain't that funny because he don't write all his jokes, it's competitive because I'm saying I'm funnier than him because I write all my jokes. When he got a team of writers. All right, cool. I've heard.
I hate that. I hate that. Not to cut you off, but I really hate that whole write jokes, write songs, pen, whatever, because there's no solid fact. There's no solid fact in it. It's like a piece of a fact, right? So if I come in here, if we're making a song and I need a hook, and you write one line in the hook, you can say I wrote that song. I wrote for you, right? But you wrote a line for my song. It's like 50 Cent. Was talking about how this is how we do the song with him and Game. Mm-hmm. Like that was I wrote that for him when he wrote the hook. Yeah, he even come back. When he even come back and say, "Dope Game was a dope lyricist. He's not a good song maker, right?" But the conversation when you start because conversations they thin out as they spread out. They get out and they thin out. So me writing the hook for 50 Cent for Game. Thins out and spreads out to I wrote for Game.
Yeah, but 50 has also said I gave him his whole first album. If I wouldn't have gave him the album, he wouldn't have been as successful as he was. Like 50 has also doubled down and said, well, I gave him an album. That was my song. I gave him the songs.
He gave him some songs, not all the songs.
No, I'm just telling you.
What he said.
50 petty as fuck though. He be talking out of both sides of his ass because he'll say which I believe him. Game a dope artist. He just make bad songs, and then he's also turn around and say, "I game a song." 50 has said both things.
But history. Not to, I don't want to 50, but history shows that. I mean, no one has ever said, besides maybe Red. No, like people don't be like Game make bad albums.
Oh, Game make fire albums.
That's what I'm saying. So him saying that I wrote these albums and it wouldn't be this, but I got 6, 8, 9 dope albums.
No, some of it was some, but some of it was. Is it hate? It might be hate, but they don't like each other, bro.
No, it's just my personal opinion. My thing of late has been perspective, man. Because perspective is the mother, man. A perspective is something that if people really had perspective or looked at perspective first, they wouldn't say certain things. They wouldn't do certain things because the perspective of. I told one of my young bulls, you know, but I was like, man, look at all these girls like they're your daughter, man, and you'll react and talk to them different. Their perspective, and so every day I see him like, man, I can't even because man, you told me that, and now that's how I see him. You know what I'm saying? The perspective is everything. Because before that, that's just another bitch, another hoe, or another whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or another chick. But the perspective. So if you look at things from perspective, like 50 saying that from his perspective, it makes sense. But in the grand scheme, it makes no sense whatsoever. Because like if you're saying that the only reason he blew up, not you, but 50 saying the only reason he blew up is because of that situation. But I got 9 other situations that are as good, if not better than this situation. Then I've proven that it wasn't just that. I'm dope, bro. You know what I'm saying? You have your perspective. Is your perspective, and you're entitled to that. But like I said, when it gets out, it thins out, and when it thins out, people get the thin version.
I think 2 things are true. I think Game's a dope artist, but I think Game benefited from the wave that was 50 Cent when he dropped. When 50 Cent dropped his first album, turned around and dropped G-Unit albums. I think the success now. I think the success of the G-Unit artists.
Yeah.
Were riding the coattails of what 50 Cent was. Now, with that,
wasn't Games.
Let me finish. With that being said, because Game 100% benefited from the wave that was 50 Cent. Yeah, 100%.
The same way that 50 Cent benefited from the wave that was Eminem.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
100%.
Yeah, I agree. So like, no, I ain't tripping. Yeah. But what I'm saying is.
So how?
But you are. But what I'm saying is. I think both things are true. I think that Game, Yayo, Banks, Buck all benefited from the wave that was 50 Cent. Instead of 50 dropping a second solo album, he dropped G-Unit albums. With that being said, out of that camp, I think Game and Buck were talented enough to be successful. Or like, I don't think Young Buck has truly put out a whack album. Just like Game ain't put out a whack album. I do think Game is more talented than Buck, but Young Buck was on a label and wasn't moving nowhere before he got with 50. Game was first utilized by Puff and nothing happened. Puff gave him to Dre, and when he gave him to Dre, that's when the Dre G-Unit 50 Cent shit kind of collabed. And I think he benefited from that.
I mean, that was calculated though. That was like 50 Cent he's a nigga, man. And that's why people love him, and that's why people kind of despise him. Because he's like a nigga. Like he'll say that, but bro, he's 50 skipping the part where Jimmy Iovine and Dre are like, hey, put Game with him. We already know we already got him. Let's put him with him to put him out.
All I had to do was give you a hook with the hottest nigga out right now, and you gonna carry your own on that song.
Exactly. But 50 Cent ain't saying that. He's saying I wrote the song for him. I gave my album.
Yeah, he said I gave him a beat in my album. I gave him the hook of the song.
To see the perspective and see how he makes it seem. He makes it seem his speech is insinuating and even saying, well, I'm the reason why Game blew up. When in actuality, Game was blown up regardless. they sitting here waiting to see the right way to put him out there. They got him in the stack. They got him in the fold. Jimmy Iovine, your bosses are have him sitting back like, okay, he next. We just gotta know how to do it right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, boom, this is how we gonna do it right. But that wasn't 50 Cent's decision. So Iovine and Dre are a bigger factor in game success than 50 Cent. Because once again, 50 Cent, Eminem could come out and be like, 50 Cent, you wouldn't be shit without me, right? Easily. He was lost in the sauce.
Well, again, both artists were lost in the sauce before they got with a hotter artist. Without Eminem's cosign, do you think 50 Cent would be what he is now?
No.
And I ain't talking about
100%.
the other shit. I'm just talking about rap, music-wise.
I'm talking about rap, 100% no,
Right,
because...
cool. So you say 100% no, and I feel that. But I also say, I don't think Game will be the artist he is without the 50 Cent stamp.
Well, what I'm saying is 50 Cent wasn't signed to a label waiting to get on. 50 Cent had been kicked off a label.
Yeah.
Whereas Game was signed to a label, and we're investing money to try to get you on. We know what you got. We know we signed a rookie, and we know this is the coldest rookie ever. We got him. Oh yeah, he cold. We got the stuff with JT the bigger figure. He got this albums and confidence rolling. You know what I'm saying? Puff and fuck with him. It's a bidding war going on. He's going up the ranks to get to the spot where he's going. 50 Cent, on the other hand, has already been through that run and fell off. And to the point where they're like, nah, we don't want you no more.
But I thought they didn't want to touch him. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't the talent piece. I thought they didn't want to touch him because of his lifestyle.
Exactly. But even still, he had been through, let's say, when Game 50 Cent had the same path. But 50 Cent failed once and got back on through Eminem. Through his mixtapes first through Eminem. Game never had that fall off point. Game went through the ranks, and when he came out, boom.
Yeah, he's running around with Puff, and Puff can do no with him, so he gave him the
exactly. The second one, boom. You know what I'm saying?
So they both popped on their second opportunities.
No, he never put no album out with Puff.
That's even worse because he never put an album out. So what was he doing?
50 Cent put an album out.
Again, what was Game doing with Puff?
They flopped.
What was Game doing with Puff?
He wasn't signed to Puff. He was just.
So he was just running around with Puff.
No, there was a bidding war. So he ran around with Puff. He's running around with Atlantic execs. He running around with all these. They spoiling him because they trying to court him to get on the table. He didn't put out an album that failed. The Power of a Dollar didn't do nothing.
I think Game and 50 essentially fell out because I think if Game would have stayed on G Unit, he had the potential to be a bigger draw than 50, and I think 50 knew that because he's a better rapper than 50. I mean, look, I'm a 50 Cent fan, but keep it a buck. Game a better rapper than 50. Now 50 might be able to make better songs. I think without 50 was the hottest thing moving at that point. Game got the stamp from the G Unit. I think that helped his career.
It helped, but don't forget that even before the stamp with G Unit, he songs with Fab, songs with so he got songs with heavy hitters before he even gets to G. Now when he hit G Unit, he got to put some of these songs away because G Unit don't fuck with Fat Joe. G Unit don't fuck with so and so. G Unit don't fuck with Jadakiss. So I already had songs with some of these people. Like I said, I'm next, bro. I was next to blow regardless.
I feel you.
Regardless of 50 Cent to anybody, I was next to blow.
I think who 50 was and the kind of music he was making and the kind of energy that traveled around 50, I think it was a perfect storm for Blood Gang Game to come out on G Unit.
Blood Gang.
Blood Gang Game, you know what I'm talking about? And it's funny because I actually heard Jimmy speak on this in an interview. He was like, man, when Game got signed to G Unit, he called Jimmy and was like, yeah, I got this situation with G Unit. Man, I'm finna put out this first album and I'm a beef with the nigga just because. To blow up even bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like he told Jimmy that shit and Jimmy was like, man, you're a wild boy. You know what I'm saying? That's your plan. Like you in a perfect situation, just ride this shit out. Why you want to beef with the nigga? But I'm gonna fuck with you regardless. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought that was hilarious. That was his whole plan from jump. But I think I think it was a beautiful thing that came from the union anyway. But with that being said, to bring it full circle, I think that what I said was possible, bro.
You said it was a beautiful thing that came from the union.
I said it was a good thing. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue that. Pause. So bring it full circle. While I see what you're saying, I do think that whole situation we were speaking on is society as a whole. I don't think it's tailored to just a certain community or grouping of people. You know what I'm talking about? Man, what you got next, man?
I don't got much next, man. I gotta get up in the morning, man. I got another game in the morning, man. Maybe. I don't know. My guys might not even show up, man. They
gonna show up, man. They gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? They took the loss. They gonna come back. Who won the Final Four, by the way? Who you got? Who you got winning it all? I don't know who's in the Final Four. I just know that I was riding down South Main for all of our H-Time listeners, and it was a grouping of NCAA females basketball teams that I had to stop in the middle of the street so they could run to Canes. So who you got?
I think it's UConn, San Diego State, Kansas State, and Miami.
Okay.
I want to say Miami and West Coast played. Let me see. Who played. Somebody. It should be the championship game should be tomorrow. I mean Monday, I think. No, I'm wrong. Miami and UConn tomorrow, and then FAU and San Diego State tomorrow. Yeah, so UConn probably gonna win. I mean, Miami tough, man. Miami tough. They got them guards, man. They got this cat named Wong who got something, man.
Who?
Wong.
He a Chinese dude?
I think he's half black, half some type of Asian descent.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, that's a be U of H. No number ones, man. Number 5, number 4, number 5, and number 9. No number ones. Or 2s or 3s.
Okay. We'll get some NCAA commentary, you know what I'm talking about, on the next pod.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get my beard, man. I'm gonna put some kind of process. I'm gonna get it to be long and juicy, like with the Franklin's nipples.
What? You want
long
nipples on your face?
Juicy. No, I said I'm gonna get my beard long and juicy.
You gotta say pause after that.
Long and juicy.
Pause.
Okay, pause. Yeah,
you got.
But I said like Aretha Franklin's nipples though, so I made it feminine. So how is a long juicy nipple possible, man?
I ain't hear Aretha Franklin's nipples part.
No, you ever thought you said in your lifetime?
Say what?
Aretha Franklin's nipples.
Not in my lifetime, because she was fine back in the day, bro. But the Aretha Franklin I know was just a little old. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man. At what age it gets you every time, man? Oof.
But I mean, like 10 years ago, I would have hit Pam Grier because of what she looked like. I would have hit her 10 years ago, bro. Like,
nah.
I don't know, bro. I mean, I would hit her now just to say I hit Pam Grier. Like, I think that's still like a flex if you can say you hit Pam Grier, bro.
I mean, she beautiful, bro.
I didn't say she wasn't beautiful, but she look old now, bro. She old. She
old.
Like you know what I'm talking about? If you're a fan of like Cardi, you want to hit Cardi now. You don't want to hit Cardi when she's 80. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just saying.
I don't never want to hit Cardi, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What? You don't like Cardi?
Nah, I'm not a Cardi fan.
I love Cardi, bro.
Physically.
I love
like she alright, but like I've been looking at Suki with the good nookie, man.
Nah. Suki with the good coochie?
Yeah. She kind of
Suki
stunning on boys, man. Yeah, she kind of stunning on boys, man. She's just not pretty, man. That's what it is.
She cooked for other bitches' mans.
Did
you hear that interview, bro?
No, I ain't never heard.
You heard the interview with Han Cam on his podcast, and she was talking about how like she cooked greens and fried chicken, and she was like, "Yeah, I cook for other bitches' mans on Sundays, bro."
Man, I definitely made it a point. After I heard her say one thing, I forgot what it was. I was like, I can't listen to her, man. She made my head. Nah, man. I can't listen to her, bro. Shit. Nah. I'm trying to protect my mental health.
I'm assuming you've never heard. So you didn't hear on the Don't Call Me White Girl podcast?
Nah, definitely.
Bro, you slipping, but you pimping, bro.
Jim, I got late. I got. When you get so old, you start rhyming.
I mean, we rappers, so we've been rhyming. So
no, but when you get so old, not you. I'm talking about the people. That like you be like, yeah, man, you know, it's going down in age time. You know what I'm saying? Or you get to rhyming your words, man. When you get that old.
I mean, we've been saying it's going down in age time. Like if that's the case, we've been old.
Or you be like, or you be like, shit, what's happening, Captain?
Well, I ain't never said that one.
You think you slick, Rick?
I ain't never said that one either.
I didn't say. I'm not saying you. I'm saying as people, you know, older men be rhyming a whole lot.
Do you find yourself rhyming a whole lot?
Nah, I find myself getting buckets, man. I went to LA Fitness in Richmond.
Yeah, I meant to tell you this, bro. You got to stop hooping with your shirt tail tucked in.
My shirt tail tucked in.
Yeah, I seen a couple of videos that you've posted on your socials. Hooping. You know what I'm saying? And some of it
my
was
shirt tail.
Your shirt was tucked into your gray shirt was tucked into your black hooping shorts, and I'm sitting there
no. Those were pants 1 and 2.
And I'm sitting here looking. I'm looking at I'm like. Boogie looking real old because, like, you know what I'm talking about?
My shirt tail was not tucked in.
No, your shirt was tucked in, and it looked like you had like a little old man gut, like a little skinny old. You know, like skinny niggas had like a little gut, and then you like you're not giving us action dunks or like pulling up for three. You're giving us like
them all, bro.
You're giving us like supporting role, no look passes. And I'm like, bro, you looking like Otto right now. You know what I'm talking about?
Bro, see, that's hating.
No, I'm not hating.
What you're doing is hating.
I'm not hating because look, I've always said that you are more athletic than me at this present time in your life, bro. You out here hooping with the youngsters. You probably getting like 8 points in the pickup games. You know what I'm saying?
I might get all 15.
Nah, in the game of 21, you're 100% not getting 18 out of 21 anymore. You're probably getting like 8. You're probably getting like 8 buckets with 5 assists. You know what I'm talking about? You're probably getting that old man 3 that, oh man, I ain't holding that cat because they don't know you yet. And then you pull. Are you crazy?
I was just to tell you, bro. I went and set the. I be going around town setting gyms on fire.
I told you I walked in the 24-hour fitness that I attend, and I walked in the gym and I said, "Does anybody know who Young James Boogie is, or AKA Coach JB?" And they looked at me like, "Man, I ain't never seen this nigga in my life." I even pulled out a picture of you.
Which one? And I said, I don't go to LA Fitness, but I go to LA Fitness. But which one?
Did I know you're not hooping with nobody then, bro?
What?
Yeah, no one hoops at LA Fitness. Not the real hoopers.
Are
don't
you
hoop
crazy?
At LA. The real hoopers don't hoop at LA Fitness.
You know, sometimes I let you get under my skin. Not under my skin, but I listen to what you're saying.
The real hoopers ain't hooping at LA Fitness, nigga.
That's why I be saying you can't fix games. That's why I say you can't fix games, bro. Because I'm not.
You say you can't fix games?
You can't fix games, bro. It's impossible to fix games.
So you ain't heard the latest rumblings of Trae Young and Booker and some of these other NBA players and these officiators, these referees.
A referee can call a game a certain way, but you can't fit. I'm talking about with players. With players, you can't because all it takes is one person to be like, "Nigga, you sorry." Like,
you ain't heard of the newest industry plan in the NBA.
All you gotta do is
first it was Caruso. Now it's the other white boy that plays with LeBron.
I know that
AR-15.
I know that athletes of a certain cloth, like in order to play at a certain level or at a certain, you have to be on edge, man. You're not gonna you have to be on edge. And if it's one thing I know about people, especially people that look like me, is like, if you push them over the edge, man, you can't just bring them back right away, man. They don't just come back right away. You don't push somebody over the edge and they're like, oh, come back. No, they over there, and they're over there, and I'm there. Yeah. What? I'm sorry. Or you blocked my shot, or you embarrassed me.
Yeah.
No.
I walked in the gym. I said, does anybody in here ever played against Young James Boogie from the Trae, aka Coach Boogie? Has anyone ever accepted buckets from this guy?
Of course they're gonna say no.
Bald headed with a beard with Beijing in it, with immaculate teeth. Has anyone ever accepted buckets from this guy? And they said,
say, no, not me, not me.
They said he's trash. He came.
They gonna say no, not me.
He came
then
in
when
here.
Actuality.
He came in here a week ago, and he got nutmegged and gorilla dunked on.
I went to the LA Fitness, and I was going to work out.
They said the real hoopers hoop at Fundy, and
I went to LA Fitness, the signature one, because for whatever reason, when I used to go to, they had a power outage. So I ended up going to Richmond. It's like 15 minutes away. And I ended up seeing like kids I used to coach when they was in high school. They grown now. They got kids.
Them niggas that used to coach in high school is probably 40.
However old they are. Look, so I'm in there, and then one of them like, you used to what's it called? I'm like, yeah. Oh man, you used to. Oh yeah. And so
was that before or after he gave you buckets? Yeah, you finna answer it honestly too. Yeah.
I put that sound. I'm like, bruh.
That's before he gave you buckets. After,
ain't nobody give me, bruh. First off, I don't even defend no more, bro. But I do defend.
You don't play defense.
I would put nigga shit on the glass.
You're a student of James Harden. You don't play defense. You play the passing lanes. You play the passing lanes. That's your idea of playing defense.
I was putting nigga shit on the glass.
No, you weren't, bro. No, you weren't.
Man, if I'm lying, let God strike me down today.
Nah, we don't want God to strike you down today, but you are lying.
I swear to God, I'm putting.
Don't swear to God, bro.
I'm not lying, bro.
I mean, I put on 2K maybe, yeah.
See, but bro, I'm just telling you, bro. I'm just telling you. Like, I just be tripping. Like, man, I'm not that good. You know
what? When is the next time that you're playing a competitive game of basketball?
I'm probably Sunday.
I'm gonna come check you out. I'm gonna come check you out Sunday. I'm gonna see if it's still.
I'll get the address, man.
I'm gonna see if it's still El Flaco or if it's just Jablani.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like things that people talk about now, I was doing back then. Like, oh, look how he gets out for any angle. Oh, look how did Ja Morant do that? How did so and so like?
Wait. Are you trying to tell me things that you did back then nobody else was doing?
No, I'm saying that I was doing it back then, and people are doing it now.
Nigga, 100 niggas was doing it back then, just like the 100 niggas is doing it now.
Now, man.
For every Ja Morant, bro, Ja Morant ain't doing shit Derrick Rose wasn't doing or couldn't do. Ja Morant ain't doing what?
They're the same.
Ja Morant ain't doing shit that Steve Franchise wasn't doing.
No, it's different, man.
Steve Francis was better.
He can shoot. Yeah.
Exactly. Steve Francis is better, bro. Ja Morant.
But Ja
Morant, I'm gonna be honest with you. Ja Morant to me, and that might sound like hate.
You sound like
I'm not saying he's not good. What I'm saying is Ja Morant ain't that. Like Ja Morant is just a 6 foot nigga. Ja Morant is a 6 foot nigga with hops is dunking on everybody.
So who else doing that?
Man, let me tell you something.
I was asking you who else doing that like that.
How old is Ja Morant? How old is Ja Morant?
25, 26.
I'm gonna say this. I feel like Rich was in his 20s when I met him. I feel like Rich can do the same thing in his 20s.
Bruh, Rich can dunk, man. I never seen Rich put the ball behind his neck and hang on a 7-footer and put it on his head, man.
He might not have to, bro.
What you mean I had to?
I've seen Rich do that shit before. Mid-game. I've seen him cock it back to Oklahoma, bro.
It's been another.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta go. I gotta sleep, man.
Ja Morant, bro.
The first day I met Rich.
Anthony Goldwire reign started when he stepped out his car, bro. Don't tell me that Ja Morant doing shit that nobody else has done. Ja Morant ain't doing shit.
Shooter, bro.
Ja Morant ain't doing shit that Russell Westbrook wasn't doing when he came in the league. And I get it. Russ might have a couple of inches on him. Pause. What?
Nah, Ja Morant better, bro.
Then who?
Because then Russ.
Ja Morant is better than who?
Russ.
All right, man. Whatever mushrooms you took today, give me some, because
Because what Russ team was doing them first 2 years? What they was doing?
The same thing that Memphis is doing, not winning the championship.
Hell no. But they wasn't even getting the playoffs, man.
What?
OKC wasn't even getting to the playoffs, man.
How many playoffs runs did Russ have at OKC? I'm just asking.
Right, had 4 or 5. But after Durant left, none.
He went to the playoffs after Durant left.
He went to the playoffs, but he had no runs. He was out 0-4, 4-2, 4-3.
So how deep has Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies gotten in the playoffs since he's been there? Who?
Western Conference Finals. Western Conference
The Memphis Grizzlies were in the Western Conference Finals. When and who did they play?
That was last year.
And who did they play?
I think that was last year.
So they won the Western Conference Finals last year? Because Golden State won.
Yeah, and lost to Golden State.
So they lost to Golden State in the Western Conference Finals last year.
Yeah.
All right, and then who they lost to the year before then? How deep did they go?
They lost to Golden State, I think, twice.
In the Western Conference Finals?
Not in the finals price. No, last year was the Mavericks.
I don't think Memphis made it to the Western Conference Finals last year.
No, I think it was the Mavericks. I think you're right.
I don't think Memphis has ever made it to the Western Conference Finals with Ja Morant.
Let's see.
You know who has?
Let's see it.
OKC has without John. OKC has with Russ.
Who was that though?
I mean, it might not be fair. He probably had James Harden or Kevin Durant or Serge Ibaka with him.
Both, all three.
But you can't tell me that Ja Morant is better than. What year is this for Ja Morant? Year what? 4? It is year 4.
Yeah, 3 or 4. Lost to the Warriors. They lost to the Warriors last year in the second round. Well, yeah, second round.
So you telling me in year 4, Ja Morant is better than Westbrook was in year 4? Yeah, I don't agree with that. No.
It's an opinion, man.
It is. Mr. Triple Double himself, Ja Morant's not better than Russ. In year 4, Ja Morant is not better than Russell Westbrook in year 4. He's not. He's not.
So Westbrook.
Russ does everything Ja Morant does slightly bigger. Nah. He
not. Can't shoot.
Who?
He can't shoot.
Shit, nigga, Ja Morant can't shoot. All right.
So how's this like what you talking about?
So like I said, Russell Westbrook does everything that Ja Morant does, but bigger. And he's a triple double machine. Regardless how you,
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Regardless how you feel about it, he's a triple double machine. He's a.
That don't mean nothing.
What?
I don't mean nothing.
So stats don't mean nothing now.
No, that a triple double don't mean nothing. If you get triple doubles every year and y'all ain't got the first round, what's that mean, bro? You ain't even got the first round.
I mean, you can say the same thing about James Harden. You can say scoring don't mean shit.
No, you can't.
If you doing all the scoring and y'all don't get to the championship or y'all don't get to the conference finals.
Why you change? Yes, they did get to the conference finals.
How many times?
Twice.
Okay. And how many times has Russ gotten there?
Once.
Oh, you sure it's just once? You sure it's not twice?
Yes, with James Harden.
So I don't care who he was with. You can't say that the triple doubles mean nothing.
I'm saying the triple doubles are saying, okay, if I'm that dominant and I get in the first round and we can't even get the first round of the playoffs, man, my dominance is not really dominance. My dominance is saying that I'm just putting up these stats, bro. Like even boy right now, triple double. They number 1 in the league. Russ ain't never had triple double, and they've been number 1. They ain't never been in the top 5 of the league.
Who?
When they triple double? They was OKC. They was the 6th seed in the West when
but it was just Russ and nobody else at that point.
No, it wasn't, bro. It was Russ and Steve Adams and Paul George and Melo. Before that, it was Oladipo.
Did you really run Steve Adams out?
Steve Adams, yes. Steve Adams
Where's
and
Steve
Paul
Adams
George
right
and
now?
Melo.
Where's he at right now? Ain't he in Memphis?
He's in Memphis.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And what is Steve Adams' job?
And since he got hurt, they've been losing.
So what are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say
he's saying Steve Adams is the catalyst?
He's an integral part of the offense. I'm saying also
I don't think that Ja Morant is. I'm not ready to say Ja Morant is better than Russell Westbrook at this point. I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm not gonna say.
I don't know.
No, he ain't better. He ain't better than Russ. So he might be better than Russ today, but year 4 Russ, year 4 Ja Morant, I don't think he's better than Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook. Okay, who's the other superstar on Ja Morant team?
I don't think he has another superstar.
Okay, so when Russ had 2 to 3 superstars on his team, and I got none, but I'm content. We number 3, number 4 in the.
I think at that time the only superstar that was on that team was Kevin Durant.
No,
James Harden was not a superstar at that point, and I don't think that Russ was better than Durant. I don't think Russ was the superstar at that point.
How is a number 4, 6 pick in the draft not a superstar?
Just because you're number 4 pick in the draft doesn't automatically make you a superstar. I mean, Darko Milicic was what pick in the draft? I'm just asking.
Number one.
And was he a superstar out the box, being number 1 draft pick?
No, but James Harden.
I think so. What I'm saying is James Harden was though. James Harden was the 6th man of the year. He was not a superstar yet.
Exactly.
So James Harden. Time out. James Harden at that point in OKC was not a superstar. James Harden didn't hit superstardom status until he came to Houston. So at the time, listen to what I'm saying.
Houston then? How did Houston? So you
Out
telling
of a
me
trade.
I traded for a 6 man?
They traded the wrong.
I traded away my team for a 6 man.
Houston got the better player.
That's what I'm saying. I traded away my team for a 6 man or for a superstar.
Yes, you traded away your team for someone who you saw potential in. What I'm telling you is,
for a superstar.
JB, what I'm telling you is James Harden was not a superstar in OKC.
So why would I trade away? Why was the whole conversation like you got to pick one?
You had to pick because at that time, it was Serge Ibaka or James Harden, and Serge Ibaka was touted as the better talent at the time than James Harden. That's why OKC didn't want to get rid of him. You mean to tell me if OKC truly thought James Harden was the superstar that he turned out to be, they would have traded him and kept Serge Ibaka still? No. And you're froze. He might have been gone. This has been another episode of the 16 Shots Podcast with Froze and Young James Boogie.
You know I'm talking about instruments to get the bitches, man.
And AR Dub.
Tell me how you took, and I'm going to tell you what I meant.
And we up.